Okay, hello and welcome back. My name's Bennett,
My name is Rue.
and today we're going to be talking about the horror movie Thanksgiving. So as an overview, the summary, I looked it up and I also kind of put what I think would be a good summary of it is 1 year after a traumatic Black Friday tragedy, a masked killer hunts down people who had a part to play in the disaster. A group of high school seniors who were a part of that disaster have to figure out how to survive the killer and how to stop him. And the killer is behind us. That's what he looks like. Yeah. So on Rotten Tomatoes, it got an 83%. So pretty good. And in other places like Letterbox and somewhere else I forget, it got a 6.2 out of 10. So overall, pretty decent movie.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we've seen it. I would probably, out of 5, I would give it maybe a 3.4, but out of 10, I'd give it like a 7 or an 8.
Oh, yeah. I'd give it pretty high.
Yeah, it's decent.
Mhm.
Especially, I don't know, I think
For a Thanksgiving horror movie, it's really good.
coming into it, I did not expect it to be good.
No, I expected it to be more like satire, honestly.
Yeah, but pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It definitely has that comedy aspect, though.
Yes, for sure, comedy. You can watch it on Hulu, Disney Plus, or YouTube. I think all of them you'll have to have a subscription, and for YouTube you'd have to pay, I think.
Yeah.
But those are places to watch it. I especially recommend watching it.
Mhm.
So, firstly, I think we need to talk about the opening scene.
The Black Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay. So, how this starts is basically there's just a family having Thanksgiving dinner, normal stuff. And one of the guys gets called in to work at a place where the host actually owns the store that this guy has to go work at. And
Yeah, it's a grocery store. It's called
Yeah.
Right Mart.
Right Mart. And Mr. Wright is the host of Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
And so Mitch, one of his friends, he has to go into work. And he's like super mad about this because it's Thanksgiving and they're opening their Black Friday sale like early, like on Thanksgiving. And so that he goes, there's a huge crowd. There's only 2 security guards, which honestly, if I was those security guards, I would not have shown up. But they're just basically, what's it called? Crowd control? But,
Yeah, there are like gates in front of the store,
like,
some cops.
Mm-hmm. And so he has to go in. His wife ends up bringing him dinner. And these kids, who are the main group of kids, one of them is Mr. Wright's daughter. So they are going to the movies, but then one of the kids is like, I got into a fight and my phone got broken and I need a new phone. So let's go to the very crowded store that's not even open right now. And so they're like, okay, fine, let's go. The girl whose dad owns the store, like, kind of sneaks them in the back. And the entire crowd of people just gets, like, super mad.
Yeah,
And
they
it's
see
like-
them in the store, and they're like, that one dude's like waving the phone he got at the people outside, like, hey,
And-
I got this before you guys can.
And they're like flexing their waffle irons because there was like a thing where like the first 100 people got a free waffle iron. It was something like that, and they were like flexing the waffle irons and everything. It was, yeah. And so eventually, then they just, oh my gosh. So the guy who needs a phone, his name's Evan. Evan got into a fight with a kid from another school called Hanover. That kid that he got into a fight with is at the front of the barricade, and he sees that they're in there, gets super mad, steals a megaphone, and tells everybody, hey, the store's open.
Yeah,
So-
like, let's get in.
So they all rush the store. The security guards are not prepared. So they, and the girl whose dad owns the store is like, lock the doors, lock the doors.
Yeah, so in the group of kids, there's 2 couples. It's Evan, his girlfriend, and then do we know Evan's girlfriend's name? I don't know.
No.
Okay, so Evan, his girlfriend, Scuba, and his girlfriend Yulia, and then the store owner's daughter
Jess.
And
Bobby.
Bobby, who is her boyfriend.
Yeah. Bobby is like a super famous like baseball player. His name's Golden Arm, all this stuff. But so, you know, everybody gets like everybody rushes the store. The doors are locked now. There's one security guard. He's just standing there at the door like, no, don't do it. And now they're like, well, everybody's getting crushed because everybody's just slamming against the doors and all that. So they're like, maybe we should open the doors. But oh no, too late. The doors start cracking. This security guard guy is just standing there like.
What I think is really jacked up, though, is so a crush is happening. There are people who expect the doors to open who are in the back and don't see that the doors are not open. So they keep trying to move forward. But since the doors are not open, the people at the doors are being crushed against them. So these teenagers are like, you should open the door. One, that's a bad idea. The people...
Yeah.
The people at the doors are going to be crushed either way if the doors open or not. Mm-hmm. And having the security guard open the doors is just putting him in unnecessary danger. Yeah. Because once he unlocks those doors, he himself is going to get trampled by the hundreds of people that are going to come running into the store. Oh, so if he opens the doors for them and they don't crack and like break, he's still going to be in danger. But because there are just so many people, so much weight being put into those doors, they do shatter and the like hinges like fall down onto him, and obviously people come rushing in like they would have if the doors opened anyway and trample him. Yeah. So
and the glass, he's like being pushed in, his face is being pushed into the glass that's on the floor too.
Yeah, so that is obviously really sad. And it's a good death in the movie. Like, it's good, but it's unnecessary in the way that, like,
it could have been
avoided, but I don't hate that they did it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's a good death and I like it, but it makes me frustrated because it really could have been avoided.
Oh, yeah. But then after that, there's this whole, like... Okay, so they have the door frame. There's a shard of glass, like, sticking out of the door frame. You know, they're all rushing in. This one guy, this is my favorite death probably because it's funny.
Out of the entire movie, that's your favorite?
No. It's a good one because it's funny. And so, well, hold on. So he runs in, gets his neck slit. That's not the funny part.
Yeah. So I wanna put this in a better picture.
Okay.
So the doors broken. Glass because they pushed it. So there's obviously not all the glass from the doors got broken. There's still like some shards like poking out places, and because everybody is trying to come in, there's like 2-3 people coming in at the door at once. So he was kind of like pushed against like a pull of a door, and so with a shard sticking out, since he was like pushed in it, the glass sticking out kind of like caught his neck.
Yeah. And so he just continues walking in, though. And this is why I mentioned the waffle iron thing. He goes over to this pile of waffle irons. He's, like, limping and everything. He's, like
bleeding out.
Bleeding out. Like, spraying blood everywhere. And he grabs a waffle iron and lays down on the floor and just is holding it.
As he dies.
As he's dying. And then this girl... later, I don't think it's right after, but like later in the scene, comes up and is just like yanking it from his dead body, and he's still holding on to it.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Whenever I first saw this, I remember it being a lot more gory and a lot more deaths happening than after a rewatch.
Like 2.
There's 3.
There's 3. Oh yes, yeah. There's 3.
But. Especially thinking about this, like, I watch the Terrifier movies. You know this.
Yeah.
those who don't know, very gory movies.
Mhm.
Like, what's it called? It's like, I think some people call it like gore porn. Like, like those kind of movies, like they
It's
just
just
gore.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, like gore to be gory, not for the plot. And I watch those things and I'm like, fine, whatever. But something about this opening scene that makes me feel uncomfortable. Like this opening scene makes me feel a little, which is so odd to me because it's not that gory. It's not that violent. Well, not that, it's violent.
It's violent.
But only 3 people die, not in, let's be real, not in completely gruesome ways.
Yeah, no.
And that makes me more uncomfortable than the Terrifier movies. And I don't know what that says about my
mental well-being.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But the third death.
The third death is so the wife of the guy of Mitch's wife who came to deliver him food.
Mitch is a
the worker.
Yeah. At the store.
He and a friend of Mr. Wright, the owner of the store.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just sitting there, like, in shock, taking everything in. And I think she gets, like, just kind of trampled, falls over.
She trips, yeah.
She tripped, like, falls over. And then there's 2 people with carts that come over. They slam into her head, like, 2 carts slam into her head. And they just continue arguing. They're arguing over something, like move out of my way or something like that. And her hair is getting caught on one of the wheels. She's not moving. She's she's alive. She's just not moving. She's like, I think in shock.
I think when she fell, she like hit her head on the floor.
Yeah.
So like I'm guessing she like cracked. Yeah.
She's like conscious. And so, it gets tangled around her hair and they start moving away and it starts like slowly ripping her scalp off. But it's just like a little piece. I remember it being a lot more than it was. It's like ripping just like a tiny piece off her scalp. And so there's a police officer or sheriff
who is also friends with the family,
the whole
Mr.
family.
Wright, Mitch,
the wife, like everybody. He sees that happen and fires his gun in the air, and that's when the scene ends.
Yeah, and then it goes to black, and the text 1 year later appears. So that's the opening scene, which happens like immediately in.
Oh,
like that is the first impression of the movie you get.
Yeah,
which
honestly,
good. Yeah,
it sets the scene really well.
Yeah, awesome. Honestly, so. Yeah. So we talked about the first 3 deaths. The customer who got his throat cut, the security guard who got trampled, and the wife. So, sorry. Okay. So 1 year later happens. It's around Thanksgiving time. It is not yet Thanksgiving.
It's almost Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It's like.
There's like protests.
Yeah.
So
Like.
A week.
Yeah. A week before Thanksgiving. A lot of people, Right Mart is going to be doing a Black Friday sale again. And a lot of people are very upset because they're like, last year, people died.
Wasn't that great?
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing this. But, okay, a little stuff. So, Mr. Wright, the owner of the grocery store, he has not an ex-wife, a step-wife.
No, a wife.
No, but it's not
mother,
not an original wife.
Stepwife.
Yeah, stepwife, right?
No, I think it's just his wife, but it's
his daughter's
stepmother.
The daughter of Mr. Wright is the main character. But the main reason why the store is staying open and is going to be doing the Black Friday sale is because of her stepmother, which is Mr. Wright's new wife. Kathleen, yes.
Kathleen.
Which is how the cop says her name, which I love. Kathleen. Also, the cop is played by Dr. Dreamy, I think. And there's a TV show that's not coming to my mind right now.
I don't know.
It's it is a famous show. It is a famous doctor show. What is it?
I don't know. You're the one obsessed with them.
Hey Siri, what is a famous hospital show.
General Hospital is the longest running American.
Okay,
No.
okay. Give me 1 minute
Dr.
because
Dreamy?
yeah, Dr. Dreamy. Dr.
Hey Siri,
Dreamy.
what's the Dr. Dreamy show?
Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy. Okay, he plays Dr. Dreamy in Grey's Anatomy, and he's in a lot more movies. But I think that's what a lot of people know him from is Grey's Anatomy. And this, because it is set in Massachusetts.
Yeah, Plymouth.
Yeah. They have a New England, he has a New England accent, which I love. I'm in love with this man. I don't even know where I was going.
We were setting up the Kathleen and then
Kathleen. Okay. So, yeah. So the reason why they're staying open is because Kathleen, she says it should stay open. Like,
because money.
yeah, money. She's like, it'll get us money. Let's do it. And then we go to the group of kids. Bobby is not there anymore. After he broke his arm.
Oh, yeah.
He broke his arm.
He broke his arm. Somebody, he was, he was holding his arm out, and it got stepped on.
Yeah, which it was his batting arm.
And it was a career-ending injury.
Yes. So after he broke his arm during the Black Friday incident, he ghosted everyone. He disappeared.
Mm-hmm. Including his girlfriend.
He disappeared, including his girlfriend?
He ghosted his girlfriend.
He ghosted his girlfriend, which is the main character. So
Jess.
now we just have Evan, his girlfriend, Scuba, and Yulia, and
now we have Ryan.
Ryan! Which is played by the dude who plays Ned in Zombies, the Disney Channel show.
I thought he looked familiar.
Did you not know that?
I really thought he looked familiar. I was like, he was in a Disney Channel movie, for sure.
He's also in that one TV show where he's a ghost in a high school, and he is also currently playing Seymour in Little Shop of Horrors. Who plays Audrey is the girl from Victorious.
Huh.
Yeah. So this is they have famous people in this. Mm-hmm. It's like
but it's not too famous where it distracts from the movie.
Like B-list.
Yes. Yeah.
But Dr. Dreamy, A-list.
Oh my god.
S tier. So they're at a diner talking about how
Diner.
Did I say that?
You said diner.
Whoops. They're at a diner. And they're kind of talking about how what?
The waitress is
Girl, I was getting to that.
Why'd you hit me?
Because you deserve it. Anyway, say it. You took my moment. Say it.
Oh, so the waitress is at the diner her name is Lizzie. Also, she's the only waitress there.
Yeah.
She's behind the bar, going around everywhere. Her
Counter?
name's Lizzie.
There's not a bar.
Yes, that's what it's called. She's walking around everywhere. It's 8 a.m. You know where I'm going.
Santa's coming to town.
Santa!
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So she's walking around. She's the only one. She was the lady, I think that she was there during the Black Friday event. She was one of the people in the front of the barricade.
Yeah, the dude from Hanover who took the speakerphone or whatever and was like, hey guys, let's get into the store. She was also one of those people antagonizing and starting the riot as well.
Mm-hmm. And so the kids are all there. The sheriff is there at first. The sheriff has a new, I think, deputy come in. And so they're all talking and everything. And then the deputy gets a John Carver mask, which is from I think a kid's meal kind of thing, like a Happy Meal.
No, everyone's been getting them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, she gives the new deputy a John Carver mask.
Which John Carver is a very big person in their little town because he founded Plymouth. Plymouth, the town that they live in. So he's a very big figure. He was one of the pilgrims on the Mayflower. He's the one that founded Plymouth. So during Thanksgiving,
they like celebrate him.
Yeah.
Which is, we later find out the killer's wearing a John Carver mask. So, you know, the deputy wearing a John Carver mask, and also his hat, like the deputy's hat, looks kind of like the pilgrim hat that the killer wears. So it was just like, that's really weird. And he says something like, oh, I could get used to this. And then it goes to the kids. They're chilling. Ryan comes over. He's like, hey guys, everybody hates Ryan.
Except for Jess.
Yeah, but then Ryan is like, you guys want football tickets. And
they're like, after Bobby left Jess and ghosted everyone, Ryan kind of like came in. And we kind of see from the beginning that he was
her ex.
No.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
They were never in a relationship.
I think they were.
Like, he's always had a crush on her, but they were never in a relationship.
Okay.
So now that Bobby was gone, that's when he was kind of like, here, now's my chance.
Yeah. But they're sitting there. Jess is like, Lizzie, the waitress, walks by. Jess is like, hey, we're ready to order. And Lizzie goes, this isn't right, Mar, honey. You have to wait your turn.
Which is so hypocritical because she is one of the people that started the riot and like
didn't wait her turn.
Yeah, she was one of the ones who broke the glass doors to get in.
And like pushed down the barricade.
Yeah. So
you know.
Ugh, Karens.
But so that happens, and then they see a guy walking out like towards like out of like the weird exit, like the employee exit. And they're like, no, wait a minute. Is that Bobby? Fully missed a... Oh, wait. We fully missed a scene. There's also... So, you know, before that, they are at... like, I think like half of the gang... I'm going to call them the gang. They're at a carnival, and Jessica one of the girls gets tagged in a photo. Like on Instagram something, gets tagged in a photo. Oh, no. It is tagging... Oh, my gosh. They get tagged... The whole group is getting tagged in the video that Ryan posted of the whole Black Friday massacre, because he recorded everything with his new phone.
Because he really wants to get internet famous.
Like viral. And so somebody keeps tagging them all in that video, like repeatedly, like for the past week. And then they were gonna go record a commercial for Right Mart at the John Carver house, like the historical landmark. But they couldn't because somebody graffitied it and like tore the whole place down. And there was an axe there that they were going to use for the commercial, like a historical axe. And oh no, it's gone. Oh no. Who could have that axe?
Yeah.
Who? So, yeah.
Yeah, but then they find out that Bobby's back. And there's like this awkward scene where Bobby, Jess, and Ryan, like, Bobby figures out that Jess and Ryan are now in a relationship. And that's one thing that I didn't love about this movie. I think that Bobby and Jess could have just been friends. Like, I don't like the romantic subplot in this.
Yeah.
I don't think the rivalry between Bobby and Ryan was necessary or added anything.
No, it didn't.
I was not a fan of that. Not everyone needs to be in a relationship. And I think books and movies need to get a grip on that. Like, not everyone.
Yeah.
Also, anyway, I hate Bobby. Like, Bobby and Ryan, neither of them are, like, great characters. But Bobby is a dick.
Oh.
Like,
yeah.
Throughout the movie, he doesn't really do anything likable.
He doesn't do anything to help at all. It's like...
Yeah, he just constantly has an attitude. He hates on.
He's very defensive.
Yeah, he hates on Jess for dating Ryan, although he ghosted her.
Yeah.
So like obviously she would move on.
Did he even explain why he did that?
No. He never
And he also is like, oh, poor me. But then he starts talking about how, oh, well, the therapy is going really well. And, my arm is perfectly fine now, essentially.
Yeah, he sucked. So I would say no romantic subplot and at least make your main characters likable.
Yes.
Because Bobby's just was not likable.
No.
Also, favorite character? Scuba.
Yulia.
Yeah, they're
both wonderful.
Yeah, can't do anything wrong. They're great. Perfect characters. Yulia's dad, MILF or DILF.
Yulia's dad is a MILF.
Absolutely. He's like a huge...
Big Russian man.
Who listens to opera, like...
Yeah. Yulia.
Julia, we're going to Florida. I love him.
Florida.
Yep. Exactly how he says it. Perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
Just...
I am a Russian man.
10 out of 10. Yulia, Scuba, and Yulia's dad. Another thing I wanted to say is I kind of just want to speed run through this real quick. Just to Okay. So the killer kills the waitress at the diner, the one who was one of the people leading the riot, kind of. I want to talk in depth about the kills a little later. So he kills her and people are like, whoa, killer, spooky.
And he puts her body at Right Mart, like on top of their sign. That's how everybody's like.
And he posts another picture and tags the group of kids with her head on a table. And so that's whenever the gang is kind of like,
oh, they're targeting us.
Yeah, like we think they're going to get us.
And because there's things set at the table with their names on it.
Yes.
So
and then the next person he kills was the other security guard that was not killed that night. And he has a cat. Horror movies that purposely show animals like, ooh, are we going to kill it? Are we not? And then they don't kill it, deserve a point. I love it when that happens. The killer even goes above and beyond and feeds the cat before he leaves and pets him after he kills his owner.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Also, the cat, great actor, paid actor.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Fluffy, cute, adorable.
I hope that cat was paid well.
Absolutely. It better have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some catnip every day. Then is the next, I do believe the next is, oh, I totally skipped over the dude in my notes. The next one is the jock from Hanover, the one who stole the megaphone. So the dude who stole the megaphone is the next target. He just gets his neck snapped.
That's boring.
Not very fun. But his girlfriend in the same scene also dies. But I've seen this movie a few times now to make notes about this. I don't remember seeing his girlfriend at the riot.
Yeah, I don't think she was at anything.
But he kills her.
He kills her brutally.
Yeah, she's jumping on a trampoline and he sticks a
knife?
No, it's like a big pole or something, I think, isn't it?
No, it's a knife.
Oh.
Sticks a knife just up through the trampoline, so she jumps on the knife. Her foot gets stabbed through her foot. She screams, falls right back on the knife multiple times.
Yeah.
It's
but throughout the movie, he doesn't kill anyone who he didn't want to take revenge on because they were at the riot. He blow darts them to make them pass out.
Yeah.
But I don't remember her seeing
I don't remember her at all.
Or maybe she's just another white blonde girl who was in the crowd and we just looked past her. I don't know.
Oh, wait. She was the cheerleader. She was literally right next to him, I think.
Mayhap.
Maybe. I don't know.
She's not a big character. The next is Yulia. Sad Yulia. She ends up dying by being like slid onto like a table saw.
Like they're like trying to save her too, and then he's like holding her by like a knife to her neck, and then it's like, you know what? Too much work. Pushes her onto a table saw.
And then Evan dies by head getting smashed
by a meat tenderizer. Yeah,
smashed. Head smashed.
Yeah.
And then the cop gets exploded.
Yeah.
And those are all the deaths. But I just wanted to chug them out real quick. Because I wanted to... What did I want to do?
I don't know.
Okay, wait. So I did want to say this. So after all those people, those are the people that died. But he also obviously wanted to kill Scuba, Bobby, Jess,
and Mr. Wright.
And Mr.
Kathleen!
Did I skip?
You skipped Kathleen.
I skipped Kathleen. Which is honestly the biggest kill of the movie.
Biggest kill, yeah.
She gets cooked, which we will go into later because I have a lot to talk about on that.
Oh, yeah.
But so obviously those people die, but he obviously wanted to kill more because he wanted to kill the people were responsible for Right Mart, the tragedy. Mm-hmm. I have opinions on that. So I made a list of people, if I were in his position, the people who I would kill.
Oh.
Because in my thinking, in his twisted mind, I don't think he killed some people that I don't think were responsible or wanted to kill people that I don't think were responsible. Mm-hmm. So if I were him, I wouldn't have killed those people, all those people. I made my list of people who I think are responsible. So obviously the Hanover jock that said, everybody, let's go in the store, and kind of caused the crush. Mm-hmm. And the waitress who also helped him in riling the people. So those two people he did kill. And I say, I understand. They were pretty responsible. Then the stepmom who made the store be open because she was just really greedy. And even the next year, she wanted to keep the store open, knowing what happened, knowing the tragedy that she caused, because they were best friends with the man whose wife was killed. Mm-hmm. And now they're not friends with him anymore because
he riots against the store.
Yeah, he's like, it should not be open, which I agree. Mm-hmm. So the stepmom, she's pretty selfish, really greedy. Because of her greed, people died. So I agree with that. And she also dies. Mm-hmm. The tug of war people, the people who killed wife, the two customers who were fighting with
I think that was Lizzie, the waitress, and another girl.
Yeah.
So at least one of them did die.
Those people, I do think, because they are they are directly responsible for killing someone.
Deaths, yeah.
And then Evan.
Yeah.
Out of the entire group of 6 kids, Evan was really the only one who was antagonizing the people. Yeah. He was the one waving his phone. He was making a haha, we got in here before you guys could. No, none of the others were really doing that.
No.
So I don't think the guy had a right to want to kill any of the other friend group.
Yeah.
And I also don't think the security guard didn't deserve it.
No, because he just ran away. He didn't do anything.
Me too.
Yeah, what
people are dying. Mm-hmm. I don't want to die.
He wasn't armed or anything. There was nothing that he could have done.
Yeah. So I think those people, in a twisted way,
should have
died. If I were taking out revenge. Mm-hmm. But the other people, some people, also Hanover guy's girlfriend, didn't deserve to die. I think at one point she was even holding him back, babe, stop. Mm-hmm. And then Yulia did not deserve it.
Yulia did not deserve that. Especially for how she
died. Yeah. Yeah, so I did want to touch on that. Okay, so I also wanted to talk about the really freaking cringy quotes But I will talk about those as we talk about the deaths.
Mm-hmm.
So, security guard. We can do every other one. So I'll explain this and you explain the next.
Okay.
The security guard, we're in his house. We see him packing up. He's calling his friend. He's like, I have to get out of here. Because at this point, the people know that the killer is targeting the people who had to do with the accident. And he was like, I was there. I was a security guard. I'm probably being targeted. I got to go. So he's packing up his stuff. And he like turns around and on his couch is a, I forget the dude's name. John Carver mask. And he's like, huh, someone's in my house. And so he talks to his cat. He's like, hey, kitty, is someone there? Tell daddy if someone's there.
The cat's in the kitchen, and he's, like, getting ready to turn around the corner.
Yeah, and he has, like, I don't know, a bat, something. And he's like,
I'm a security guard. I kill people every day. Yeah. That's what he says.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and so then the John Carver dude comes and like
from under the couch, I think, or behind the couch, not even in the kitchen where he thought he was.
It comes from behind him. No,
it's behind the couch because he was like down. He was like, whoop. He was like,
yeah, and stabs him in the stomach.
It was a mixer.
It was a mixer.
It was a mixer because he turned it on once it was in him. Which also, how would you stab somebody with a mixer?
I don't think it's a mixer.
It's a mixer. It is. Do you want to watch it?
Oh, no. I thought it was, you know, what you cut a turkey with. You know, one of those machines.
No, it was for sure a mixer.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't believe you.
I do. I believe me. Because I remember specifically thinking, you could not stab somebody with that.
What can I say? My guy's strong.
Oh, yeah.
Because after stabbing him, he also takes like a wire and decapitates my dude.
Like
wraps around his neck.
He like does a whole spin move.
Like throughout this movie, he proves he is a strong man. He is strong. So he dies as he's walking out the door, having killed
he
a man.
He put his head in like a duffel bag.
Yeah. And then he feeds the kitty, gives the kitty a little pet, and walks away. Ugh, I love the cat. And then the next one, we go to the Hanover school, and the school that our main group is in is going to have a football competition. A football game. But as they are training, the Hanover jock and the cheerleader go to like a separate room because the cheerleader wants to like be sexy for him.
Yeah, and she just jumps on a trampoline and is like, here, I'm going to take my clothes off and jump on a trampoline.
Not even clothes, just like underwear.
Underwear. She takes her underwear off and jumps on a trampoline, and the guy's like, okay.
Yeah. So like as he's sitting in the dark getting ready for her to like jump on the trampoline, he just gets his neck snapped.
And she's facing the other way.
Yeah, for some reason I
think it's so that he can see her butt. that's what she was doing.
So she doesn't notice that his neck gets snapped.
She's just like jumping. I think his neck is like there's a shot of his neck being snapped, like his head is 360 around his body, and she's like,
360 means that his
180.
Like, yeah.
And she's like, are you ready? And she's like taking her clothes off, and like, girl, he's dead.
Yeah, and as she jumps, the knife comes through. It goes through her heel.
Through her heel. Like diagonal a little bit through her heel, so it like comes right back out.
Yeah.
It's like
so obviously she's like, ow, and lands on her back where she's stabbed again, and she's basically stabbed to death. Stabbed to death.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, through a trampoline. And those two deaths are my least favorite because they just seem so out of place with the other kills that happen. They're less creative. They're less gruesome.
They're just quick.
They're quick, and it doesn't fit with any of the others. It kind of feels like the directors were like, There were enough kills in this movie. We need to come up with another one.
You know what I just realized? The John Carver killer only took the cheerleader's body and didn't take the jocks.
Yeah, why?
Why did he not take...
He didn't take, like, anyone's body except for hers.
No, he took, like, the waitress, the security guard.
He didn't take the security guard.
Yeah, he did. The head. He took his head.
It was just the waitress's head that was on the table.
No, it was the top of her body was sitting down in a chair, and his head was on the table.
Girl, it was her head.
No.
I promise you it was her head.
No. We're Googling this right now.
It's her head, Pookies.
No. It's not. See, that's his head.
That is a woman.
That is not.
Girl, that is her head.
No, I'm literally showing you it right now. Like, non-negotiable, this is not her head.
That's her head.
No, look it. That is not her head. That is the security guard's head.
That's a man's head.
Jeez. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Okay, so, but her head is there at one point because it's in the photo.
No, it's her whole body.
No, the photo that was sent after she gets killed.
Yes, he takes the upper half of her body. Because remember, she got split in half.
Yeah.
He takes the upper half of her body and puts her on a chair.
Yeah.
And then takes the cheerleader's whole body. Takes the whole cheerleader's whole body, puts her in the freezer. And then later serves her.
Yeah, I think because...
The jock is nowhere to be seen. Just completely left his body.
I mean... Because there needed to be something there for the police to come.
But remember, after this, Jess goes to the sheriff and is like, hey, I heard they found blood. What if they just found blood?
His body was there.
Oh. Okay. I still don't get why he didn't take the body. But okay.
I just think because there needed, because also we haven't explained the waitress's death. We need to do that because I really love it.
I love when she died.
What he did for the waitress was he put half her body on Right Mart so people knew about it. Mm-hmm. For the man, I remember he did something for people to for it to get attention. I forget what, though.
What man?
The security guard.
He posted a picture of his head.
Yes. Okay. He posted the picture so people knew he died, and so people knew to come to get him. And then for the next death is the cheerleader and jock. So he needed to leave something for people to find, so police come to that one.
Okay, I get it now.
And because he kept the cheerleader so he could say the cheesy line that I want to talk about. So he had to choose between the two bodies to leave. He's like, I can make something funny for this one. Okay. So for the waitress, though, you can explain it.
Okay. So her whole death is like...
So good.
Okay. So she's being... Oh my gosh. She's about to leave her work.
Closing.
Yeah, she's closing. We see, spooky John Carver guy in the kitchen window. She tries to get her purse, and then he comes up from behind her, grabs her head, dumps her head in the sink full of water, and then opens the freezer and slams her face against the freezer door. Her skin, on this side of her face only, and her hand, I think, freezes. And he goes to pick up his axe. Yeah, because it's
what happens when you lick a pole during winter. It gets wetness, ice stick together.
Mm-hmm. And so he goes to go get his axe, and she escapes by ripping her skin off. She runs literally past the exit door. So here's the kitchen door. Here's the door that she just went to. The exit door is right here. She literally runs directly past it. And locks herself in a closet, is on her phone. She can't, like, open it because her finger is, like, her skin is gone. And then she's trying to do Face ID. And for some reason, it doesn't work. But it's only the side of her face that's, like, gone.
My only guess is that, like, the blood is, like...
Maybe.
The blood on the phone is, like, fogging the camera too much. But we can see it. Like, we can see what the camera sees. And I feel like, I don't know, with our phones now, it's modern day.
It's modern.
I feel like it would have
worked. Yeah. Because she's trying to, like, call 911. And then she's like, well, I can't call 911. So she looks out.
Girl could have just used Siri.
She looks out, and he's, like, gone. So she's like, okay, I'm going to make a run for it. Runs again past the exit into the kitchen where the killer was to go get her purse. And then she goes out the exit very slowly. Like, she's taking her sweet time.
Yeah, she's, like, creeping, like, looking.
Like,
but she's, like, taking baby steps.
Right there. Like, literally just, like, not even like, oh, it's, like, 5 steps. It's, like, 1 step. And so she is outside. She's, like, digging through her purse for her car keys. She can't find him. And then we cut to inside the car. The killer is in the car. Car lights turn on. Starts driving towards her. She starts running towards the dumpster to go, like, hide in it. She gets halfway in the dumpster. He hits the dumpster. The lid falls on her and apparently splits her in half.
It cuts her. A dumpster lid cuts her in half.
Like, I kind of get, like, okay, here's, like, the dumpster wall. She was, like, sitting on it, like this, her little feces out. I guess if it, like, the lid, like, fell on her and, like, this part caught her and she went, like, blant. But I don't think that would happen.
It would give you, like, internal bruising.
Yeah, like...
Maybe, like, some squished intestines. It would not cut you in half.
It literally cut her clean in half.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
That's the only, like... So many deaths in this are good, but I'm just like, that wouldn't
have happened.
If they wanted her in half, because later it's like, it's kind of part of the thing that she gets cut in half.
Because it's half
They could have done it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah. And so then, you know, in the morning they find half her body in the dumpster, her intestines are on the dumpster, and then half her body is on the right marked star right next to the banner that says, like, 50% off.
Yeah. Because she's 50% off. Get it.
That's beautiful, Katie.
Thank you.
Okay, what was the next death?
Okay. So, Yulia.
Ugh.
Love Yulia.
Am I talking about Yulia?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay.
Go for
it. After the whole cheerleader death and the jock, Yulia's dad pulls up, and because the whole gang is, like, waiting outside. What are their names? Evan and his girlfriend went missing during that whole thing.
Evan doesn't have a girlfriend.
Who else? Who's the other guy?
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Girlfriend.
I thought, in my mind, you were talking about Bobby. Okay.
No. Evan and his girlfriend go missing during this whole thing.
Oh, sorry. Whenever the jock and the cheerleader get killed, he kidnaps Evan and his girlfriend. So they're gone.
And then Jess gets a text from, I think Evan's phone, or Evan's girlfriend's phone. And it's like, hey, can you come here? Because they, like, went into the school. And so she goes, and then, chase scene, because the John Carver killer was going to kill her. But she successfully, like, gets away. And so they're just chilling outside. Everybody's, you know, kind of a little panicked because, you know, their friends
There's a killer.
There's a killer. Their friends are missing. Yulia's dad, like, pulls up and Yulia's dad pulls up and is like, hey, Yulia, we're leaving. And she's like, where are we going? Where are we going? Florida. And so Scuba is obviously like, I'm
No,
sorry,
don't
what?
go.
Don't go. So they are, before all that, everything happens, they go to the McCarty party, which is basically an old guy. I think he like graduated like a few years prior.
Girl. You were so off track.
No.
You haven't even began to explain Yulia yet.
He graduated like a few years earlier, and he's like, you're gonna have a party. His dad owns a gun store. That's why it's important. They go to a party that he's holding, and then Scuba's like, I need a gun. I would like to buy a gun. And so they get a gun. They leave. They get a gun. They leave. And then they go to, I think they're driving to Yulia's house. They're driving somewhere. They're calling Yulia. And Yulia's like packing up and like, hey guys, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. Like,
We're going to Florida.
And she's like, it's fine. We have a security guard here, like, or a police officer here to like make sure we're okay. The dad goes down, gives the security the police officer like some food, and he's like, why are you giving me this food? He's like, we're going to Florida. Like, we don't need to eat in Florida. It's no use to us. And it has corn in it, and so, oh no, the guy comes and shoots a tranquilizer at the police officer, and the corn comes rolling out with the little corn cob thingies in it.
Yeah.
And so, we're like looking around, everything, something, I forget how this happens. Eventually, Yulia's dad gets shot by the tranquilizer. And
when he sees the cop is down.
Oh, yeah. And so, also, that must have been a horse tranquilizer, because what?
The dad is big.
He's, like, huge.
Yeah.
And so...
like, definitely runs with the mob.
But, so, he's gone, and, well, not gone, but, and so, we cut back to Yulia. She's still on the phone she's on FaceTime. And so, we're like, oh, it's okay. She's sitting down at her little mirror. She sees the reflection of the killer in the background, and she's like,
John Carver.
Oh, no. And she gets stabbed in the ears with the corn cob things. And so
she doesn't die.
She doesn't die. And her boyfriend had to see that.
Mm-hmm.
So they, like, start, like, rushing to the house. She's, like, crawling around. They're having, like, a bunch of renovations done. She goes into, like, where the renovations are. There's, like, a bunch of curtain, like, the plastic curtains around. She's, like, trying to hide. Scuba and Jess get there, and they're like looking around. They go up. Eventually, they find her, and he's holding a knife to her neck. And so they're like, "Hey, stop, stop it,
please!"
And then he shows them a video, like a live feed of Evan and his girlfriend at the dinner table that like they've been getting tagged in.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like
passed out.
I think they're alive.
Oh.
But, awake. But, so they're like, oh my gosh, they're alive. And then he's like, and pushes Yulia onto the table and runs away, onto like a table saw and runs away. She is sitting there for a hot minute before Scuba pulls her.
One thing that I don't like about that is the first thing that happens is she kind of like tries to catch herself on it.
Puts her hand,
it's on,
obviously.
She puts her hands on it to stop it, or a single hand. And so obviously the hand slides because it's going to cut the hand. What bothers me is she could have used her other hand to like push her away.
Mm-hmm. She could have survived that.
She could have, but instead she kind of just slides her hand on and lets her body follow.
Mm-hmm.
Which I just, besides the stupid dumpster and half death,
mm-hmm.
that's totally unrealistic. This kind of just bothers me a little bit because she could have caught herself with her other hand and just had like an injury of like one split hand. She could have lived.
Yeah, especially since her two friends are right there.
Mm-hmm. No one rushed to turn the tables off. Like,
yeah, nobody did anything. But what breaks my heart is Scuba afterwards holding, like, he, like, gets her off and just holding her while sitting on the floor. And he's like, Jess, what do I do? I'm like, yeah.
That's it. Thank you for coming to me.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So after Yulia, that is when... Oh, I also skipped another death.
Oh, what?
Okay, so then there's a Thanksgiving parade, obviously, because every town does a Thanksgiving parade. Not every town.
Plymouth does.
Plymouth does. So they have a big Thanksgiving Day parade, and obviously the Wright family is going to have a float because they are the owner of the big Wright Mart, a very, the biggest probably company in the town because it is a very small town. At first, they just wanted to cancel it, or at least they didn't want to participate in their float because they just believed it was too dangerous because it was obvious that the killer was going after people who had to do with the tragedy, and obviously the Wright Mart family had to do with it. They end up talking to the police, and they decide that they're going to be using their float and using it as
like
bait because that means the killer is going to come out, and that's whenever they are going to catch him. So the parade happens. They're on the float. A clown comes that doesn't look Thanksgiving-y at all. Just
He's
a
like
scary
bright
black
blue.
and white. Oh. Just a scary looking clown that doesn't blend in at all, comes out with an axe and kills the turkey mascot, which the turkey mascot
was there
during the
Black Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think he let them in the door or something. Mm-hmm. That was his rule. So he kills him.
Yeah. The turkey.
And so everybody is starting to freak out. And this is the first time he's ever not in his John Carver outfit when killing someone. Mm-hmm. One of the police gets to Jess, the Wright family, and Scuba as well.
And Scuba, yeah.
And rush them into a police car so they can get away. Before the police officer can get into the driver's seat, he is tranquilized, and the clown gets in the car and shoots them all with the tranquilizer as well. Mm-hmm. And so now we're at the last stretch of the movie whenever everyone is at the dining table that he wanted to be at the dining table. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of
like about to succeed.
Yes. He has everyone where he wants them. Mm-hmm. And that's when
before the parade, McCarty, who I don't know why he's allowed around children. He's selling them alcohol
and guns.
And he's like, here, you should come over to my house and get drunk and do drugs. He said that there was like a kid that was there for like 2 days, just out. But he gives her a ring that's like, hey, this apparently kept my dad alive, like through whatever war he was in. So I wanted to give it to you, just like
good luck.
Yeah.
But so the screen kind of goes black after he tranquilizes all of them. And whenever it comes back up, we are, I don't know why, but saying that sentence got me out of breath. We come to see that
it's cooking time.
Kathleen is on a table, and I'm going to let you explain what happened.
Oh, yay! Okay. Hold on. I need to pull up my notes for this. Okay. So, he's wearing, I put in my notes, he's wearing a silly little apron, which I found really funny. Like, the killer, he's wearing, like, a turkey apron. I don't know why I found
the killer in this last half gets so funny.
He's so unserious.
Yes.
Like,
dude was a theater kid by, like, what he does and says this last stretch of the movie. Dude was a theater kid.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, cooking some stuff, and then he starts marinating Kathleen.
Yeah, with some butter.
And starts putting like salt and pepper on her. Like, oh my gosh, it's like thick salt too. It's not like he's not even grinding it. It's like
sea salt.
like the sprinkle salt in her eye. Like she's pretending to be asleep.
Yeah, because she is now conscious, and she's like, ugh.
She's like, ugh. And then he puts parsley in between her toes.
Which is such a weird scene.
Like,
because it's not even him, like, stuffing it. It's him putting the thin end and then sliding it until, like...
It's so weird. But, so he's, like, wandering around. He starts the oven. That's what he does. He turns back. Kathleen's gone.
Fucking oven.
Okay. He turns back around.
I hate this scene, by the way.
He turns back around. Kathleen is gone. So he grabs a pitchfork, as you do in Plymouth. And he is, like, looking around for her. She's, like, hiding behind...
Somewhere.
There's, like, a clutter. She's hiding in the clutter. And he's just stabbing random stuff with a pitchfork. Like, where are you?
And I'm so sorry.
So his cooking timer goes off, which is like, hey, the oven's ready. And so he's like, where is she? I need my dinner.
Do you know what? Where is she? Do you know what that's from?
Where is she? Batman.
Okay. What movie?
The Dark Knight.
Hell yeah.
Where is she?
Where is she?
Okay. So, anyways, death. So he's like, so she runs upstairs. She's now on the main floor. She tries to pry stuff off a window, but it's really loud. So she's like, and she got something off of the fridge to like pry the window open. From like, there's like wood on the window. So she got something off the fridge. The thing in the fridge the fridge door opens, and she sees that the cheerleader is like wrapped in a plastic bag in the fridge. And so she's like, ooh, and the cheerleader is like, help me. And so she's like, slams the door on her. And there was like wine like spilling out. And so now her feet, like her footprints are everywhere that she goes. So
Did you just...
Huh?
You just said there's wine spilling out.
Yeah. There was. It was literally wine.
Girlie, it was her blood.
No, there was a wine bottle.
That was closed. It was her blood that was...
Okay, so it was her blood. So bloody footprints everywhere. So,
cheerleader's blood, not the
cheerleader's
Catherine's.
blood.
Or Kathleen's.
Catherine. So he comes up, she hides. Her bloody footprints lead him to under a table. And he's like, you're so dumb. So she's... But that's not where she actually is. I don't know how she did this, though. Because she's actually, like, behind the wall, like, with the wine bottle that's, like, she's, like, lifting it up, like, ready to hit him when he comes around. And he's like, you know what? Nah. Walks back and then starts stabbing through the wall and is like,
where she was at.
And it's like, I know you're there. So she runs. I think she runs outside. And she's like, I'm free. He throws the pitchfork at her.
What's it called? Shot put or something?
Yes, it's like a shot put. Just, whoo! And it like...
Or javelin? I don't know. I don't know track.
But it like gets lodged into her back. She's still alive. Like it doesn't do anything really to her. And she's like holding onto the grass for dear life, screaming. And she just gets dragged back in, gets put in the oven. And she's like screaming like, help me when she sees him and is like, can you help me? And he's like, he opens the door and she's like having like a moment of hope. And then he just puts a meat thermometer in her.
Which I've seen this scene once, obviously, because I watched the movie. Anytime I watch this movie now, I just skip over it. Because I'm like, I've seen it once, I'm good.
Oh.
Because hello, irrational fear. But that is one of my worst fears, is being in an enclosed space where I'm unable to get out and basically getting cooked to death. Because, fun fact, in like ancient Egyptian times, I learned that one of their forms of torture, for women specifically, I think for cheating on their husband, was they had a bronze bowl, not like bowl, but like the animal bowl, where they would put the woman in and
they would
light a fire below the bowl. And what's even more effed up about it is that they put some sort of device in the bowl's mouth that whenever she screamed, it would turn her scream into what sounded like a bull's mating cry, because she cheated on her husband. And ever since I learned about that, that's just being in an enclosed space where you can't get out of is scary anyway. But then adding the fact that you're being slowly cooked and like touching something so hot, and you're not even able to escape the pain by like standing up, or like, because something is always going to be touching that hot area.
Why wouldn't she have just opened the oven door?
There was a lock. I think there's something where like he
like tied it or something.
Not necessarily, but like I think, you know how like picture frames, they're those little pieces that you can like shove under the frame. It's something like that, I think.
Yeah.
With the oven. So like if you're in,
you couldn't open it
inside.
Inside you can't.
Yeah.
Open it.
So I don't know. That's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. So I don't watch it. I've seen it once. It's in my mind forever.
That's enough.
Yeah. So she dies.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And now the table is set.
The table is set.
So people are at the table are slowly waking up because they were unconscious by getting hit by darts. And so he comes in and he's like, I am so glad we are all here today. And basically explains that like people are going to watch this and see what your greed has done. And because of your greed, so many people died. And you deserve this.
And he's like streaming on the black web, dark web.
He is streaming this, and
people are like
detectives are currently searching for where he is streaming. Okay, so he this is when he starts getting so funny. So he says, let's start dinner off with a cheer. And he saved the cheerleader's body, stuffed her in a fridge, and he like puts a wine opener in her and fills her blood with her glass. Fills a glass with her blood, and he's like, "Let's start dinner off with a cheer because she's a cheerleader." And it doesn't stop there. Then he presents Kathleen, where he tied her up to look like a turkey position, and he's like,
and everybody's everybody's screaming like,
yeah, and he's like, that's no way to think, Kathleen. She's been cooking all day.
Oh, you're so messed up.
I'm like, dude was a theater kid.
Oh, for sure.
So then the next thing that happens is Evan is at the table. He's like, because of like, Evan filled the video, filmed everything that happened. And he's like, you've always like wanted to be
center of attention.
Yeah. And so he
puts his head down.
I see it. And okay, so he holds the meat masher in his hand. Meat tenderizer, and has Evan's head laying on the table.
Sideways.
And he's like, you're going to break the internet. And as he breaks his skull, dude is full of puns. Like, dude practice. The fact that this means he like had to think about these jokes. Dude was thinking about this in his bedroom, being like, what can I say? And like writing them down.
He's practicing it in the mirror. Like, you're gonna break the internet. His roommate's like,
and just, I can imagine that these weren't his first options. Like, I think he wrote something down and he's like, no, that's not funny enough.
whole year to back up a piece.
That's why it didn't happen. I find this too funny. Like, it shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't be.
Anyway, so he's like, obviously he spent all this time cooking, prepping Kathleen. So he's like, someone has to eat her. Someone has to appreciate my masterful art of cannibalism.
Someone has to appreciate my cooking.
So he like cuts a little, not a little, a decent piece out of her thigh.
Skin, like just like not like chop, like
a little slice.
slices.
Yeah, out of her thigh, and
Just the skin, pretty much.
which I'm no stranger to cannibalism. In movies.
Whoa.
I'm no stranger to cannibalism and movies. To me, it doesn't gross me out that much, which maybe like, because to me, it's not that.
They're already dead.
Like, yeah,
We
it's
should
like
defend this, actually.
No,
Let's
like-
stop defending it.
but like it doesn't usually irk me that much. Okay, so I forget what this movie is called, but it's a pretty good movie. And it's about a man who kidnaps women, like puts them in a basement for a while, and he cooks them and eats them. And one of the main women in that movie, she, to stay alive, she pretends to be interested in like what human tastes like, so he can like kind of keep her alive, and so like to show interest in him and his interests and yada yada. So obviously in that movie there's cannibalism where like she eats some people, obviously he eats some people, and to me it's not like, obviously it's disturbing.
Oh,
Clearly it's humans eating humans, it's gross. But what this movie does with it is that when he cuts into her, there's like this oozy goo pus that like
it's like
strings out of her.
it's really.
It's like so disgusting that like I didn't expect that.
I didn't expect, because it's like after he cuts her,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine. He pulls the flesh away. It's like
Like it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. Like like the best way I can describe it so you guys understand the grotesqueness
It's slime.
is pimple pus. Like that's what it looks like.
It looks like if you mixed a bunch of pimple pus into slime.
Yeah. So that, I'm like, cannibalism? Okay. Pus?
You might have to rephrase that, buddy.
No. Okay, moving on. So after, before he could force the father to eat his wife, she breaks out of the ropes. They are all tied to
Jess.
chairs. They are all tied to chairs, and Jess is able to break out of her ropes with the ring.
Because it had a little
Yeah,
little knife.
There's like a little button she pressed or something,
It's
and
like
just
a
like a little sharp piece came out of the ring, and she was able to cut the ropes.
She hands it to Scuba.
She gives it to Scuba, where he
He
cuts himself out, and he gets up before the man has to eat his wife, and attacks John Carver. You explain next, because my voice hurts.
It's like a giant chase scene. I forget what happens to Scuba. I think Scuba.
He cuts his leg
or
arm
Scuba. Okay, so
with an axe.
Yeah, so they're about to escape. They realize they're in the John Carver house.
Mm-hmm.
Scuba his arm gets sliced. He is on the floor, and John Carver just passes him. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, he's like,
he's Jess.
Yeah, because Scuba's hurt enough that he isn't getting up and running in anytime soon.
Yeah, but he goes and chases Jess. Jess gets over like a chain fence, and they run through like these sticky, what are they called? Like the plants that stick to your pants. You know what I'm talking about? The Yeah.
I've seen the movie.
You've seen the movie? You guys know what I'm talking about. Hope they said yes. So they run through that. She gets over the chain link fence. She runs and runs and runs. Gets to a warehouse, where she finds the sheriff like unconscious
and bleeding,
bleeding outside of his patrol car, and so
which the sheriff is Dr. Dreamy, by the way.
Oh my gosh! And so she like wakes him up and is like, "Hey,
girl, she does not wake him up."
Yeah, she does. Oh no, she does not. She steals his gun.
Which is not waking him up. No. Fun fact.
She goes inside. She sees Bobby dressed up as John Carver. Like, no, not the mask, but like the outfit. And she's like,
wait, he is wearing the mask. He takes it off.
He's wearing the mask. He takes it off. But she's like, what? What?
It's Bobby. It's Bobby.
She runs out, or no, the sheriff comes and is like, shh, I'm here.
Give me the gun.
Give me the gun. So she runs outside, gives him the gun, runs outside. There's gunshots. She's waiting outside and she's like, did you get him? And he's like, I tried, but he got away.
I think I shot him,
but he got away. And she's like sad, obviously, because she's like,
My friend.
she's betrayed. And so she's like, ah!
And then later, like, more police come back up. She's taken to the police station.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that... No, not to the police station. They're still in the warehouse. Just in a separate room.
You're so right. Yeah.
So they bring...
Which low-key looks like... I would imagine his office looks similar to it, though. So.
And there's, like, a giant window. I don't think they found Bobby. I think
they didn't find Bobby.
He's still in the warehouse, though, I think. So, they're like, hey, are you okay? And the sheriff is like, hey, can I talk with her in private? Like, just to get, And they're like, hey, we found this phone.
He was going to go to the hospital with her because they found Scuba and everyone in the basement of the house. Mm-hmm. So he was like, I can go with you to the hospital where they are.
And they're like, hey, we found Bobby's phone and it's logged into the John Carver account.
Which was streaming what was happening.
And she's like, just even more like, ugh. So, Jess is left alone for just a second to like decompress. The sheriff comes back and he has the sticky things on his pants.
It was Dr. Dreamy the whole time.
No! And earlier he said something about like it's the little things that makes them get caught, and that's like echoing through her mind.
Okay.
And she's like,
about that. Okay. So whenever she notices the sticky things on his pants, she kind of has a face of recognition that it's him, and like you said, whenever he said it's the little things that get them caught, that's playing in her head, as well as other scenes that he was in that kind of makes her realize that it was him. I hate that because
like we know
you are showing us scenes from the movie that we just watched. We don't need to rewatch these scenes to understand he is the killer.
Yeah, like we get it.
We are not stupid. And I hate when movies treat us like we're stupid and gives us flashbacks to what we just watched.
Yeah.
We don't have dementia. Some might.
I do.
But it can show us the little sticky things on his pants and boots, and then her face of recognition. And we as humans are smart enough to understand he's the killer. I don't like it whenever movies give us flashbacks. Like, if you want to give us flashbacks, give us scenes that we haven't seen. Give us some things that, anyway, that, my piece is said.
But, so then, they're like, woo! He's like, I'm gonna explain myself now that you know it's me. And then I'm gonna kill you. And so he explains that he wanted to kill everybody who was responsible because he was having an affair with Mitch's wife who died.
The woman who got her scalp
ripped off. And she was pregnant with his kid.
Mm-hmm. And she was going to leave Mitch for him after Thanksgiving and all that.
Mm-hmm. And so she's like, that sucks. Hey, I didn't get to tell you.
You never asked me what I was thankful for.
You never asked me what I was thankful for. And he's like, okay, what are you thankful for? And she holds up the phone, like Bobby's confiscated phone, and says, the service in here. And she is live streaming this.
Yeah. And what cracks me up is live streams, you can comment and send emojis. Mm-hmm. There are so many emojis with like the thumbs down. Like imagine seeing your local sheriff like admitting to murder and you're like, that deserves a thumbs down.
Yeah. Thumbs down. And then Bobby, I think throws something through the window.
Yeah, she tries to fight him. She's not winning, and then Bobby throws a rock through the window that hits the sheriff.
And then saves her. And so there's a whole chase scene throughout the warehouse where they're like, get away. And Bobby explains hey.
Okay, wait. Towards the beginning of this chase scene, he's chasing them with an axe. He stands up on one of the floats that was used during the parade. And he says, let me get this right. This year, there will be no leftovers. Dude, practice that. And you can't tell me he didn't.
But I forgot to mention, he explained that the whole thing with Bobby was that he drugged Bobby.
Yeah.
And was going to set him up. But then, he dressed him up as everything. And then Bobby, when he opened up the trunk, Bobby hit him with a tire iron or something. Mm-hmm. And so that's why he was passed out. Mm-hmm. And so through this chase scene, whole chase scene, more stealthy chase scene than anything. And so they eventually find a way to get into they start blowing up the chicken, the inflatable chicken. Turkey. They start blowing up the inflatable turkey. And he's
I look at you confused and you're like, yeah, chicken.
But so the sheriff is like, oh, turkey. Starts walking towards it. Yeah, basically he's like, what is happening? He's so invested in this turkey. He is instead of chasing them, he's like, they must be over here. I see a turkey. Okay. But anyways, so they get into a truck and the passenger seat is blocked by a pole. So Jess gets in the back, the bed of the truck. And, yeah, so she gets in the back of the truck. He's chasing. It's a work truck. So there's a thing to tie stuff on the end. So he ties the truck to a pole. They can't move. He's rapidly approaching. She finds a shotgun. Where did the shotgun come from?
A musket.
Where did the musket come from? She finds a musket in the bed of the truck and is like,
which the musket is meaningful because it was brought up twice before. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, so she knows how to use a musket. And so she stuffs it with the powder and then is like, oh, here's my bracelet that has my dead mom's picture on it, kisses it, shoves it in the musket because all the pellets rolled off the bed of the truck. And so she's like, she says it again. She says, this year there will be no leftovers. And then shoots the turkey.
Which it was filled with gas.
Oh, yeah, filled with gas. And so everything exploded.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And so he explodes, obviously. He is dead. Yosoi is dead. And towards the end, she's wrapped in a little blanket with an ambulance because, you know, that's how movies show that.
That they're traumatized.
Yeah. And they talk about how everything, like, is ash in there.
There's no way that anybody could have survived the blast.
Yeah, and they focus on a firefighter, which is, I feel like they're trying to, like, give a
Imply
little...
that's him.
Yeah, they're like, maybe it's him, maybe it's not. It's not. He's dead.
Yeah, like, fully...
He's not alive.
No. He was right next to that chicken.
Yeah, he was right next to the chicken. And so then she is going to bed that night with Evan, who we haven't seen for so
Evan,
long.
Ryan. Evan's dead.
Yeah. She's going to bed with the corpse of Evan.
Her closet door opens.
Yeah. Yeah, and he, like, he's on fire.
He's on fire.
Like,
everything on fire. And he's like, I'm taking you with me. And then,
she wakes up. And then it
ends. Yes.
Yeah, okay. And then it ends.
and then she wakes up.
And then whoop-de-doo.
It ends. The credit scene? Hold on. I'm sorry. The credits, like, are so cool. I like the credits for this movie because it's like pop art. It's like really
I might
fun.
be wrong because I haven't seen this movie in a while, but it reminds me of the end credits of Hansel and Gretel, The Witch Hunters.
I have not seen it recently.
I haven't seen that in a while, but in my mind, that's kind of how it ends, and I like both. And have you not seen Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters?
At least not recently, no.
I don't need to show you that.
Okay.
So I did want to say, what was your favorite kill?
Give me the list. The waitress.
The waitress?
Yeah. She was like the longest kill.
Mm-hmm. Mine, that would be my second. The waitress would definitely be my second. But because I hate Kathleen so much, it has to be Kathleen.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Sorry,
Girl, you have to stop.
Ah!
Okay. And because we won't be coming out with another episode before Christmas, I wanted to give some quick Christmas horror movie recommendations. First is The Mean One, the horror movie about the Grinch. It's about an hour and 33 minutes long, and it's free to watch on Tubi, Pluto TV, or Amazon Prime. As a little synopsis, a girl watches as her parents get murdered by a green person dressed up as Santa. 20 years later, he comes back.
I wonder who the green person could be.
Have to watch to figure out. The next is Black Christmas, the 1974 movie. It's an hour and 38 minutes long, and you can also watch it on Tubi, Pluto TV, and Amazon Prime. The synopsis is a sorority house starts to get
Anonymous?
creepy calls.
Anonymous.
People start to get killed, and they don't realize how close the killer really is. Gasp! And you can... Sorry. And there's also a Black Christmas, a 2019 movie, which it is supposed to be a remake, but it is pretty different. You can watch it on Hulu and Disney Plus with a subscription. A sorority house prepares to have some holiday parties, but then a cloaked figure starts a killing spree. The sisters refuse to become victims and prepare to fight back. This movie is very yay women, ew men, women empowerment, men sucks. So I like the movie. It is good, but it's very cringy and gonna hit you on the head with yay women, ew men. The other one, an obvious choice, Krampus, with an hour and 38 minutes, and it can be watched on Peacock, YouTube, Amazon Prime, all with a
subscription.
Mm-hmm. And
this is why I'm here.
This is because a family can't get along for the holidays. A child loses his Christmas spirit, which unleashes Krampus onto the family.
It's me. I'm Krampus.
Yes,
I'm the.
You look just like him. Anyway, Terrifier 3, which another obvious choice, which you can watch on Tubi and Pluto TV for free. The synopsis is, we return to Sienna and her brother a few years after surviving Art the Clown on Halloween night. He now comes back to kill their Christmas spirit.
Sorry.
And then Better Watch Out is one of my personal favorite Christmas horror movies. Super good. I expect everyone who watches this to watch it. Fantastic. It's an hour and 29 minutes, and you can also watch it on Tubi and Tubi and Pluto TV for free. The synopsis is, a babysitter gets paid to watch a 12-year-old boy during the holidays. She then has to defend herself and the boy when dangerous intruders come to the house. So yes, that's it for today's episode, or this week's episode. But after break, we are going to be coming out with an episode every week now instead of once a week. So please come back.
Once every 2 weeks.
What?
You said we're going to be coming out with an episode every week instead of once every week.
Yep.
You get what we mean.
Yeah. So please come back. Please watch. We have so much fun doing this. Have a good winter break, and I hope you get all your Christmas wishes. Bye.